May 11th, 2026 regular meeting of council. I now call this meeting to order. We'll start if there's any announcements, and I'll quickly mention a thank you. Welcome to Brittany Hadley, our new city clerk, and we'll have chances to chat about that later on in the agenda. Any announcements? Okay, with that, we'll move down to approval of the agenda. Councillor Beck.
Yeah, I'd like to make the motion to amend the May 11th, 2026 for council agenda to add the administrative item respecting the appointment of Brittany Hadley as city clerk, and also that council approve the May 11th, 2026 regular meeting council agenda as amended.
Okay, second thought, Councillor C. Any questions or comments? So we've added one more item in administration. Seeing none, all those in favor? Carried. Okay, motion for minutes. Motion, Councillor Johnson.
I move to adopt the minutes from the April 27, 2026 regular meeting of council.
Seconder. Councillor Cripps, any questions or comments? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor? Carried. Well, another exciting night here in the city of Warman. We have two presentations actually, so we're gonna do this a little bit differently. We'll call one up at a time, and we'll do some pictures up front, and then some family photos out there. But I'm gonna call Megan first. Come up to the podium, please. And just a few words I have to say about it. The City of Warman is excited to present our 2025 Volunteer Appreciation Award, the Future Leaders Award. The Future Leader Award is given to the resident 18 years or younger who is actively involved in the community and who's demonstrated outstanding achievements in his or her area of interest. On behalf of the City of Warman and Warman City Council, I'm excited to announce that we have two recipients of the Future Leaders Award. Congratulations to the first one, Megan Doucette. For the past 2 years, Megan has been active volunteer with the Warman Thrift Store, where she volunteers at least twice a week during the school year and increases her volunteer hours during the school breaks and whenever extra help is needed. She approaches her volunteer work with reliability, positivity, and a strong sense of responsibility. Whether helping customers, organizing donations, assisting with carnival, helping children at the craft table, or supporting daily operations, Megan brings kindness, enthusiasm, and a genuine spirit of service to every role. She steps up without being asked, makes others feel welcomed and valued, and leads by example with compassion and integrity. Megan's commitment to helping others and promoting peace reflects leadership well beyond her years and offers hopeful vision for the future. Alongside her volunteer commitments, Megan holds a part-time job where her strong work ethic and leadership skills were quickly recognized. After just 4 months, she was promoted to a supervisor role, which is a clear reflection of her maturity, dependability, and ability to lead others. Academically, Megan maintains an average above 85% and has earned her place on principal honor roll, thus demonstrating her dedication to learning and her personal excellence. Megan is actively involved in drama and an extracurricular activity where passion and dedication led her to earn a lead role in a recent drama performance, highlighting her confidence, creativity, and willingness to take on leadership roles. Through drama, Megan has developed strong communication, teamwork, and self-discipline skills. For consistently giving back to her community while excelling in her own personal pursuits, Warman City Council congratulates Megan Doucette on receiving the 2025 Future Leader Award. With that, any comments from you to start with? I don't.
Just thank you to the people who nominated me and recognized me. It means a lot to, work really hard and then, people recognize that.
Yeah, absolutely. Any questions from council or any comments? Questions or comments? Councilor Johnson.
I just think it's awesome. That's great that he's very well rounded, and I love that you just volunteer your time and work a part-time job. So good for you. That's awesome. Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you.
Any other questions or comments? So this one, I would usually call you up here and give you the award, but we're going to do that as all together after we have our second youth volunteer award. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Hey, Zoe, go on up. The City of Warman is excited to present our next Future Leaders Award as part of the 2025 Volunteer Appreciation Awards. Again, the Future Leader Awards given to the resident 18 years or younger who is actively involved in the community and who's demonstrated outstanding achievement in his or her area of interest. On behalf of the City of Warman and Warman City Council, I'm excited to announce that our second recipient of the Future Leader Award is Zoe Schellenberg. As a teenager, Zoe was looking to make a difference in the world. She wasn't sure that that opportunity could look like until she discovered the Mennonite Central Committee's mission of responding to basic human needs and working for peace and justice at home, globally aligned with her own heart. Zoe desired to be part of the organization. She applied as a volunteer at the Warman Mennonite Community thrift shop and has been a vibrant part of the community there for the past year. Zoe shows remarkable compassion, dedication, and integrity in everything she does as a volunteer. She gives her time selflessly, steps up when others need help, treats everyone with kindness and respect, whether she's in the back processing donations or at the front cashier. Zoe leads not by seeking recognition, but by genuinely caring and inspiring those around her. Her heart for service and quiet leadership makes it clear she's already making a difference and will continue to do so far into the future. For consistently giving back to her community while pursuing her personal mission and excelling in her ambitions, Warman City Council congratulates Zoe Schellenberg on receiving the 2025 Future Leader Award. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Any questions or comments from council?
Well, obviously, I'm gonna say something. 2 leaders that are females, yay, ladies, and congratulations, thank you for all you do.
Any other comments? Okay, so I will call up, maybe we'll do Zoe first then, since you're right there. So we're gonna move council again, Yes. Yes. One here first. We'll go.
Smile. Thank you.
Okay, body in everybody.
Yes.
Yes. You too.
Watch this for your
I'll be calling you.
Guys. Go ahead.
Hey, everyone smile, big smiles. Thank you.
Thank you. And you'll get some more. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, okay. And I one up again.
It's like I used to trip with the blue line all the time.
Yeah. Where's that one? That box.
Hey, smile, look at me. Thank you.
Okay, now we'll do that. We'll move up here. I'm gonna push your council. One up.
Okay, smile. It's a smile. Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Good job. Here you go. I'll do this too. And perfect. We'll grab some photos outside there. Thank you very much for coming. Everybody that came to support them tonight. We'll get some pictures and we'll be posting them and get them up on social media. Thank you very much. Thank you. We're gonna go time and make sure those are good. Okay, so let's go to start the evening. We will move down to. Okay, we're gonna do administration reports first. So administration reports, we'll start with you, city manager, Buzzy Polly.
Sure. So just a verbal report for me tonight, and that is in addition to the agenda that Councillor Beck had mentioned, to officially appoint Brittany Hadley as the city clerk for the city of Warman, effective today's date.
Okay, so I'm looking for a motion for that. Councillor C,
To make a motion then to appoint Brittany Hadley as the city clerk as it is.
seconder, Councillor Beck. Any questions or comments?
Congratulations and welcome back.
Yay, you guys gotta put up with me now.
I just want to say congratulations. Look forward to working with you, and I'm sure it'll be interesting to see how much has changed in the last 10 years.
The fridge, the fridge.
That's the best part.
Still.
So welcome back. It's like leftover.
Yeah, like riding the bike.
Other questions or comments? Okay, we have a motion. All those in favor? Carried. And we do keep track of votes now too. But unanimous ones are easy. Okay, so I'll move down to my report. Next file administration reports? No, okay. Since we have one, that's fine. My report. Okay, I've got a couple things here. So this is,
We have to file it. If we don't put it in that filing, that it's not accepted, right?
There's nothing on here.
There's nothing.
we had one motion there. So, okay, so my report, I have a few things there. Busy again with different aspects. And I guess I'm looking for some direction or all the information I put together for you, it's a draft. And I know Councillor Seaton said he's willing to help with this and I know I'll have Andy help with it, but I'm looking for this to be a fairly special day with, and the understanding that we have people coming from the States, 6 people coming from the States. And I mean, I just did a little bit with AI and a little bit with other things and using their family tree. I was able to put some aspects together. I haven't done all the full proofreading, but this is just an idea of what the date could look like. We know the date now. It is the 29th of May. They're coming in the 28th tonight. The 29th is when they would like to come to City Hall. But it's almost going to be like a meeting. Whoever can make it that morning at 10 a.m. is what I'm proposing, but it doesn't have to be that way. It 9:30 or 10 is what I'm thinking. And then do a proclamation for the day. Name it. It's not really to be a big open to the public. We want to make sure the public hears about it after, and that's where we'll get lots of media involved with that after. Kerry, of course, will be involved and invited with any of that, and then have a tour of significant places within Warman. I don't have those identified at this point, but I've talked to Leonard Dole, and he's already got some ideas. I think he could spend the whole day doing it, but Leonard is very much a historian that has that was looking at some of the spots when we even did our 100-year anniversary. So he would look at where we really would take it. It's not to show off our city like the golf course and things. That's not what they're here for. They're here more to see about what the ties into Cy Warman and when he was here, and what maybe he saw in the beauty of this area in this country, and led to a lot of his poetry. So that would be a lunch that you're all invited to that day. I'm thinking the Warman Senior Center, but I do not have it booked yet, but it is available. And I just thought the significance of a train station sort of ties that together again, because he came across on train. And so have that, and then after would be council invited, but also be our history book group would be invited to that. And that would be a chat with all the descendants that are here. And then if there's more that comes out of that, where they want to see more, then we would go for that. It would be, that's really it to that point. So, so I'm looking, when I looked at it, I think it's probably can be done for about $500, but I thought I'm going to go up to 1,000 because I don't know the numbers for sure, and I don't know what a lunch would cost, and I'm sure when Marshall's involved with lunch, we're probably talking steak. So, so which is good. I think we want to make it a good day, but I want to start out by asking council for some money to. Whenever I'm talking money, it's pretty good that I have ideas, but until council's on side with it, I'm out on my own doing it. So that's where I'll leave it at that. If there's any questions, then asking for a motion. Yes.
So probably let's go to the motion. So I appreciate you putting all of this together. I think given the significance of the fact that the family is coming in, this will probably be the last time that many of the family members are going to come to Warman in their lifetime anyways, and given the significance of it, well, I can appreciate that we could probably do a nice lunch or, something for $500. I think that I would actually like to see if council's okay with it when we get to the motion to actually increase it to $2,000. And the reason I say that is being budget conscious, obviously we're not going to spend money we don't need to, but it creates a bigger problem if we get into close to 1,000 or slightly over that without it being approved by council. So I think that I'm not a fan of wasting money by any stretch, but I think we need to really roll out the red carpet fees for the family and really go over the top to make them feel well, because it's a significant order.
the history. So
And I do think, like, even when I was at the senior center today with Kaiser, you know, they talked about knowing about this anyway. So it's already out there that there's some conversation. I obviously be willing to entertain that, but I just thought that a tour bus, lunch are the two big costs, and the small rental for the hall over there. Everything else will probably not have a major cost. Okay, somebody wants to make that motion, then Councilor C.
I will move to support Warman Heritage Day on May 29th with lunch and tour for the family, the history committee, administration and council with a cost up to $2,000.
Okay, second for that. Councilor Cripps, any more discussion with that? Councilor Beck.
yeah, I suppose just a comment. Anytime that we get a chance to to honor sort of the namesake of our community, take advantage of that. To, we're very much rolling through the carpet and certainly celebrating. So certainly.
Excellent. Well, and I do want to thank Terry Pugh. I mean, he was getting the first message back in December, January about this, and then he got them to reach out to me, and I've been going back and forth with them a bit. And really, you can't do a lot until they finalize their numbers, and but they sent out a family tree, and that's where all of this was really made from. Just putting in the picture of the family tree and then putting in who's coming, and it does a good job of putting that all together in a nice form. So, no other comments?
Didn't they go to school together? Is that how they did that? I couldn't say that was easy.
Okay, all those in favor? Carried. Okay, we'll turn over to your report. Excellent.
If you're all those.
Yeah, we actually do follow up to
Any questions for Sina? Okay, seeing that, motion to file or report. Oh, yes.
So before we go on, just let's a few other updates.
Sure, absolutely.
Regarding your report, if you did have a meeting with Hargrave, obviously media, just wondering if there's any report coming.
It's high level. I mean, they do seem. As I mentioned, tomorrow's economic summit will be the public version of that, because him and Jeff Jorgensen will be on the stage together in a public forum and answering questions. They are feeling like they are not getting everything they can as far as being a part of the region, and I think they're feeling a bit of frustration that they can't move at the pace that they want. But for them working with us in the future, absolutely. Like he does see the Warman Marksville Osler group as something that will work, and nothing's set in stone. They're still willing to talk and negotiate different things, but they are feeling frustrations with things. Probably right back to the original one of water. Before, water was one of the ones that they have areas that they wanted water for, and it's taken a lot of time to get water for them at Corman Park. And so it was frustrating that I think in some ways it's they're seeing if there's any big reason why, and if anything, that would have to come from Saskatoon and them meeting. Otherwise, I don't feel that they're committed to this for the P4G anyway, and that process, and DPC would also be hit with that too. I don't know all of those details, and we'll probably find those out in the next little while. What the domino effect would be if they do move forward. So it was one to really find out where they were at. Yes, he did say that that's the direction they're going. It doesn't really see it changing, and that definitely wants to work with us.
Okay. And then also, this year the Via Rail, let's say, kind of seeking that letter of support.
Yeah.
Like if there's more details about that. Or
Sure. So that was really tying that again to getting the package together to really talk with Transport Canada, and that's really being done by the lawyer out of North Battleford, and so he just was one of those ones that I could reach out to Waniskewan, and we'd already met before, probably a year ago. And it's just getting a follow up, a letter to say that they would be supportive of this. They are very supportive. They are very much on side, seeing that they can see the link of tourism and the possibilities with it. It's still a long journey, a long way before that move of one line to the other. But there is support from the federal government to at least bring it forward to talking. So there's a long journey yet, but one of the big ones is Wanaskewan having that access in that way, and knowing that might be a future type of transportation. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, no problem. Any other questions from mine? Or statements? Okay, motion to file our reports. Councilor C.
Move that the mayor's report, the youth council representatives report, the council is presented.
Seconder, Councilor Mason. Any questions or comments? Final ones? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor? Here. Okay, we will do round table. We'll start with Deputy Mayor Tully.
Yeah, not a ton, I guess, on my radar for the next little bit, other than tomorrow I do have one of the city caucus meetings tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, state of the economy tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Last year was awesome. Really, the movers and shakers in our province are there, and they're very accessible. So it's really interesting to see kind of who's there. I know it's a kind of a semi-formal thing, but it's really informal. I mean, it's nice to be able to move around with that. Beyond that, definitely received some comments from neighbors about the city staff and street sweeping already and getting stuff cleaned up. The parks are looking amazing. Like I think even farther ahead, this time of year than they were last year. They look really good. And yeah, I guess looking forward to the Warman family coming here on the 29th.
Had a rec meeting and we determined who scholarships are going to be, and then we also the grants for the lottery programs. All of that was a great meeting and relatively quick too, but very smooth.
I'm giving out money.
Yeah.
Councilor Cripps.
Yeah, looking forward to seeing you the state of the economy tomorrow, and DPC meeting, but it's canceled. I know where you're going. Hope we get more time to discuss that. I know it's not the place, but it's kind of all the same optimistic views as you. We want to work together. I'd like to have some conversation with someone that wants to bail on their partners after all the money that was put into it. You went and did a strategic plan together, and then you just bail because you don't feel you're getting your way. And then you say, "Oh, we're going to ditch this partner, but we definitely want to work with you." That's not really a partner that you want to jump all in with. So I hope we get more discussion.
Yeah, I agree with you. I would say that's even something that our next committee of the whole that we could have a bit more. But I think what direction do we give administration to bring materials? Because we can have this is how we feel, but who do we need here to be able to have that discussion? Or is it just us and having a debriefing? Because I agree it's important to talk about it, but in some ways we're not the ones pulling out. We want to be in with the partnership and
But the ones pulling out are the ones that are surrounding all of our communities. So how do you move forward with that partner when they bailed, right? Because they're in it as long as they're getting wins. Like I said, maybe this ain't time for discussion, but we just did a complete strategic plan, built a zone, right? You built all the zoning that gave them the why, but they don't care. Like they could have put all the input into that and said, we want to be able to build commercial places here, residential here, like that all could have been talked about. And you agree on a map, and then you're mad because someone came and wanted to build something else in that zone, and you didn't want to say no. So,
okay, and points taken. I think just open up discussion for everybody. We'll I would say our next P4G meeting might be an opportunity to say that our council will need something like this, and inviting people to be able to have that discussion. Because so I'm not necessarily saying the next committee of the whole, but maybe after our next P4G meeting that we say that we need some of this discussion on now what. Point taken.
especially the way the government is pushing, they want regional collaboration in order to get funding. So,
Well, that's going to be interesting to hear the tone tomorrow because government will be there too.
Yeah.
So I'm not disagreeing with you, but I just don't want us talking about it without trying to say what are we trying to accomplish during that discussion.
I just like to see that we get to keep the conversation open. And
That's a fair comment, and I think we're waiting for something too, though, because since the announcement, there's been no DPC meetings, there's been no P4G meetings, everything's sort of on the hush. I mean, I've had the meeting with Joe, which was not a surprise on where they're at right now. And it was mentioned, like, I mean, all the frustrations were mentioned, but at the same time, he's feeling the boat isn't there right now to stay with it. And some of it is that, you know,
But that also shows your unwillingness to work together with partners when you say, well, we're gonna cancel this meeting because we have nothing to talk about. Well, the partner's pulling out, right? You're telling us we have nothing to talk about? There's gonna be anything on this agenda? There's a partner wanting to leave.
I agree with you that I was disappointed to see the DTC meeting canceled. So, Councilor Johnson.
Okay, on that note, I like you. It was nice to be at the Business Excellence Award. I had a good time, just being around the table and seeing the community be celebrated and, just conversing with everyone. PRRC had their educational gathering on the 8th in One Arrow. So I haven't heard much about that. I wasn't able to go. So I'm not sure about numbers and how well it was attended. Open house for pancakes at the fire hall on the 23rd for pancake breakfast. Try not to make kids cry. Because they run out of food. It's Chris's fault. Just kidding. So yeah, other than that, I got a library meeting on the 20th.
Close it back.
Yeah, so looking at the extra awards, we're already talked about whatever, but just to expand on that there a little bit, certainly nice to see all of the Warman businesses there, certainly celebrated, for their achievements. So congratulations to all like the nominees and also our business winners. So with that there, like also, with the way that the event was structured and put out there, hats off to the chamber, for pulling off such a really nice event there. So, like entertainment was certainly included. We had dinner in the first, so we had Tina, kind of after that. So that was dinner and just a great night to recognize businesses. And also the Shrewsbury State of the Economy Summit, coming up tomorrow. Very good. Lots of speakers on there, so it'd be great to have a chance to talk about some of the regional collaboration and opportunities coming up. So that's all that I have coming up. There's sure I haven't had any other department meetings.
Good, thank you.
And also welcome back to
with that too. But and it is good. It's nice seeing the nominees get a video montage at the business awards. So that's actually being nominated actually goes a long way, Deb, because you get that exposure whether you win or not. So I'm glad they put the time and effort into everybody that way.
And just a comment to have Travis Blanchard, who's a Warman resident, win Business of the Year. Incredible, right? I mean, literally.
From a Warman grad.
Yeah, literally started out of his basement, mixing stuff because he wanted to try something. And now he's got Business of the Year from his peers. That's a great success story.
Awesome. Good to see his dad there, former counselor. So, okay, we will move on to accounts. Turbidity
So
for
we
salary.
need an approval for, we never voted.
On my.
Never mind, we're good.
Yeah, okay. Good.
We're good. Never mind.
We reached out one now.
Yeah.
Okay, so turbidity report, motion please. Councilor C.
I move that the April 2026 turbidity report be filed as presented.
Seconder, Councilor Cripps. Any questions or comments about the turbidity report? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor? Carried. Motion to accounts, Councilor Tulin.
Move to approve the city's accounts as percent collection access with 22 to 43 for the total amount of $861,052.43. And payroll vouchers numbered 2198 to 22059 in the amount of $125,844.60 for May 11th, 2026.
Seconder, Councilor Beck. Questions or comments? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor? Carried. Motion to adjourn, Councilor Tulin.
Move to adjourn May 11th, 2026, rated accounts.
Seconder, Councilor Cripps. Any questions, comments? Seeing none, all those in favor? Carried. Thank you. Have a good day, everyone.